All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to go over some tips and some strategies on how to overcome being shy on camera, right? I want to share, I have a combination of sources. I got a blog article from loom.com with some tips in there, and I also have some tips in there from my experience, right, on what works and working with others, like getting them to do something that works so we can kind of overcome this fear of doing video. If you're a member or you're one of my students or clients, you have access to the slides and it'll have links to the resources and everything like that. This video, of course, is sponsored by remarketingbook.com/planner. You can visit that link to get our ultimate real estate goal planner. Okay, so let me show it to you really quickly. Bam, there you go. So that's the ultimate real estate goal planner for real estate entrepreneurs. This planner is specifically for real estate peeps, right? Now, how to overcome the fear of video, right? I have some slides, I have a little presentation. Like I said, I have some sources. Number one, the first tip I want you to start one-to-one, right? And I want you to have a one-to-one mindset. So a lot of times oh my God, I'm scared of video. I'm gonna go put it out there. And it's like, think about one person and understand that when people are watching a video, they're not watching it in a crowd. They're usually watching it in a one-to-one setting. So if it's got 10 views, 10 people watched it one-to-one, right? Understand that. We keep associating video with public speaking. Video marketing and sending videos is not public speaking. It's a one-to-one communication, and that's how you should think about it. Most times people don't gather together, right? Oh, let's go watch this video about this thing. Usually it's one-to-one. All right, so, and that's how I talk, right? I talk one-to-one. I'm talking to an individual because it's maybe once in a while, but typically we don't gather around. Let's all go watch this person at the same time. So it's not public speaking. That's number one. It's not public speaking. Start thinking about it one-to-one, right? So what are some methods? What are some strategies that we can do to make it even more understanding that it's one-to-one, right? So there we go. Start small, right? Small introduction messages, small greeting messages. So one of the strategies, one of the tips that I like to give people is send one-to-one messages to your friends and family, right? As an example. So if, let's say you got a significant other or best friend or somebody that you're really close with, right? You're trying to overcome video. So create a video and send it to just that one person, right? That one person that supports you, that one friend. You're comfortable. You know that person. It doesn't have to be a stranger. Hi, who is my best friend? I don't have any best friends, y'all. I had a woman though. Hi, hey sweetheart. I just left this coaching call. I just left this YouTube video, and I'm trying to use more video marketing and video communication in my business. So I'm gonna start sending videos to you. Thank you. Bye bye. Click send. Send it off to her, right? Or I can say, hey, sweetheart, good morning, I love you. Send it off. Or, I got kids. Hey, my son. Hey, Jason, I love you. I hope you have a good day. Here's my phone. Hey, Jason, I love you. I hope you have a good day. Can't wait to see you later. Send. Right? And each of these videos are like less than 30 seconds. They might even be less than 15 seconds. I'm demonstrating, so they're probably a little bit longer than usual, but that's how you do it. Start small. Do greeting messages and small introduction messages to overcome that fear, right? And the important thing about doing it is like it's not going to be highly professional. It doesn't have to be that way, right? What's more important in what we're doing, like creating these videos, is the habit and the behavior, right? So a good example is, let's say I want to send, I got 4 kids, so let me use another one, Jalea. Let's say I wanted to send Jalea, or let's say I was going to use Jalea as my practice, or let's say I was going to use all 4 of them as my practice every single morning, right? You get the good morning text, or you send a good morning text. Hey, instead of it being a text, good morning, son. I love you. Have a great day. That's my video message, right? Let me do another one. Good morning, daughter. I love you. Have a great day. Let me know if you need anything. Send it, right? Small greeting messages, small things. And again, the importance of that is the behavior and the habit. So now you're creating these videos and you're getting that habit and you're getting the skills. I play video games, so certain video games they call it like experience points. So the more you go out in the world and battle and do things, you gain more experience points. So the basis here, what I want you to do is I want you to just get the experience points. So when it's time for you to be perfect, or when it's time for you to produce a more professional video, you already have those experience points, right? You have that experience. So you don't need to go out and you don't need to be fearful when it's time for you to create that video, right? Let's move on to the other point. So I just had a conversation about this, and I was talking about my grandma, because I grew up and like I had a very interesting childhood, and I never played victim, but I was moved over here, moved over there, right? I was in foster care. And I had a foster mom, I had a grandmom, and I was talking about my grandmother, who is, I love her, but she is very toxic, right? Just gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it. We need to say it. She's very toxic, and one of the things she used to do was she would just say things like outright, right, and disrespectful. There's a difference between like disrespectful and being honest. I'm an honest person, and people can sometimes interpret it as disrespect, but I'm just honest. I never say anything to attack anybody. But the reason why I'm bringing up that situation about my grandma, because sometimes she would say things disrespectful, and I was mocking her a little bit. And the conversation I was having with I was just talking to my girlfriend. The conversation I was having with her was I was telling her about my grandma and how she would react to stuff. So we talked about she came across a profile, right, a Facebook profile, and they friend requested her, and she didn't know who that person was because that person didn't have profile pictures and stuff like that. And that led to the conversation of people, right? Like, why is that person hiding? There's some confidence issues there, right? Why are we scared to do video? There's confidence issues there, right? And you can say what you want, but that's what the truth is, right? There's confidence, there's some self-discovery and some inner work that we need to do. It's insecurity. So basically, the reason why I'm bringing up my grandmother is because she would teach us, right? Even though she was toxic, she would teach us. She taught me a certain thing. And she was like, who is the most handsome, right? She was toxic. So who the most handsome mother in the world, right? And she's instilling that in me, right? For me to believe that I'm the most handsome person, right? Who's the most sexy person, right? She would instill that in my sister or my mother, or she would instill that in herself, right? That's what she believes. No matter what anybody else say, right? She wanted us to have that confidence. She just did it, sometimes she would do it toxically. So the reason why I bring that up is because you have to stop worrying about what you look like, right? You have to stop worrying about that, because that's your own insecurity. And guess what? This part of the reason why I brought my grandmother up, right? She would say something like this: we see you anyway, motherfucker, right? Or we see you anyway, bitch. So stop worrying about that. And that's my message to you. We see you anyway, right? So you're worried about yourself, and it's not really about you. You're worried about yourself. Stop worrying about what you look like. It's not about you. And guess what? You don't like how you sound. You don't like how you look. Guess what? In the real world, we see you and we hear you anyway. We see you and we hear you anyway. So if I played negative Nancy and say, I don't like what you look, and I take your same approach, the voice is irritating and the face is, I don't like the person's face. You get what I'm saying? So it's not really about you. We see you anyway. We see you anyway. So maybe stop looking at yourself is a tip. Stop listening to yourself. Just create the video. Maybe that's something you do. You post the video and you shut your eyes. You don't listen to it. Whatever you got to do. But you got to get out there. You got to stop. You got to stop that, right? So the video, there we go. That's my grandma. And I put it like that because she would say something like that. We see you anyway, bitch. We see you anyway, motherfucker, right? She's stuff like that. So, but that's the honest truth. It's not about you. It's not about you. We see you anyway. So stop worrying about you. Next. The bottom line is there's insecurities and there's confidence, right? So what I want you to do and what you have to be mindful of is you got to stop giving a F, right? So that's what that acronym is for. Increase your confidence. Stop giving a F what you look like, what people think. That stuff is not important right now. That's not important right now. So you really got to stop giving a F, right? And that's how I am, right? Like not giving an F, there's a certain confidence that comes with that, right? I'm gonna post this video and I'm gonna make all kind of mistakes. And you know what? F it. I don't give a F. I don't care, right? Stop caring. Stop giving a F. You just gotta stop. Now, to further action item. Action item, what I want you to do. This is going to stop. This is going to help you stop giving an F. This is going to help you with your confidence. So, this book here, let's bring it up. Highly recommend this book. It is the best personal development book I have experienced yet. And it seems like the staple for many books. Psycho-Cybernetics. So if you're having personal confidence issues, insecurity issues, go get this book, apply the exercises. Go get the book and apply their exercises. It's one of the best personal development books out there. It is not just a positive thinking book. It's a realistic book on how you can increase your confidence and stop worrying about the things that don't matter. So you can get forward and you can get ahead in life. So go out, get that Psycho-Cybernetics book. That was the last thing I have. Ultimately, one of the things that you should do, we have a this ultimate real estate goals and business planner. Go out and get yourself a copy. It's going to help you get clarity on your real estate goals and your objectives. We also offer a 100% money back guarantee, and you get up to 365 days before you decide, you know what, I don't like this book. It's a free book. All you have to do is cover shipping. All right. So you can scan that QR code, or you can visit the link that you see on the screen here. So those are my strategies and those are my tips on how to overcome that fear of video. Right? That's how you overcome that fear. So get out there and do what you need to do to create the videos that you need to create to serve the people that you need to serve. I appreciate you watching, and I'm going to take a break.